friends, and welcome to Practice English with Paul. This is the second video in the relationship vocabulary series. Today it's marriage. Let's have a look at some nice expressions and going through the process. First one to do with marriage, to propose to someone. So that's when the man proposes to the woman. He asks the woman to marry him. Like, will you marry me? Yes, perhaps. And the official noun is a marriage proposal. Now, this lovely informal expression, to pop the question. I like this. Now, imagine my friend on Friday says, tomorrow I will ask my girlfriend to marry me. It's like, oh, congratulations. So, after the weekend, my friend comes to work and I say, so John, did you pop the question on the weekend? No, I forgot. No. So it means, did you ask her to marry you? Did you propose? It's very traditional for a man to get on one knee when he proposes. So every man, if you want to propose, get on one knee and ask. This is quite formal, it's quite old-fashioned, but you will hear this or read it sometimes. To ask for one's hand in marriage. I remember the day I asked for your hand in marriage and you said yes. Very, very nice. Bit formal, but I wouldn't ever personally say this. Now, going over to this side, here, because we're asking someone to marry us, now in sort of Anglo culture, like British, American, etc., etc., we get engaged. Now I know, for example, in Russia, usually when the man asks for the woman to marry him, there isn't really a kind of engagement party. They don't have an engagement ring. Some people do it, but it's not very common. In England and other countries, it is common. So when the man pops the question and she says yes, they are engaged. Okay, and the process, get engaged. We're getting engaged today. We got engaged yesterday. We are engaged now, and we wear an engagement ring. So usually we can have two rings, an engagement ring and a wedding ring. We also have an engagement party. So we usually have the engagement party, then after some time, the wedding. Now, coming back to this side, so let's have a look at some vocabulary for getting married. There's a lovely informal expression, to tie the knot. So you have like some string, tie the knot, you're together forever. So I can say to my friend, oh, how long have you been married? When did you tie the knot? When did you get married? Very nice expression. Look here, this means important. That means people make mistakes with these words. Let's get it right. To get married, hitched. To get hitched is very informal. I don't really like this word, but you might hear it sometime. When did you get hitched? Notice the preposition, to get married to someone. To be married to someone and to marry. What's the difference? I will explain. To get married to someone, it's the process, it's the wedding, it's the actual special day. We got married on the 3rd of June 1954. To be married is your status. I am married. I am not single. I am now married. I have a wife. To marry, there is a difference between this and this. To marry, it really sort of means when the man and woman come together as husband and wife. We're not really talking about the wedding day. It's more about coming together. So I can say, I married my wife a few years ago. I'm talking more about coming together. I'm not focusing on the wedding. If I say, me and my wife got married 3 years ago, I am talking about the wedding day. Since then, we've been married. Now, let's move over to here. You have your wedding. That's the special day. Everyone's magic day. I think they're really expensive nowadays. They cost thousands and thousands of pounds. In England, I don't know about other countries. I know, like in Russia, the general process. But in England, you can get married in a church, or you can go to the registry office. The registry office is like a kind of government building, sort of local administration for your city. You can go there, there's a little kind of office, you sit in a room with some nice decorations and a table and someone, you just swap your vows and get married and then leave, and then you go to the reception, and the reception is where you eat, you have fun, you have music, you dance, play games, usually where your grandmothers fall over and you send the funny videos to some television program to make some money. After the reception, the husband and wife, or the bride and groom, disappear on their honeymoon. Honeymoon is the holiday you have after you get married. Now notice very carefully, I've written honeymoon phase. We can use this expression in other areas of English. Now, honeymoon phase. You know when you meet somebody, you become boyfriend and girlfriend, and you've been together for about, say, 6 months. And the first 6 months are really exciting, really fun. You're having so much fun by going to the cinema and cafes and for walks, etc., etc., without details. But after 6 months, things become a bit boring, like a bit sort of everyday, usual routine. This is a good time to say the honeymoon phase is beginning to wear off, which means the excitement is beginning to disappear from the relationship. Because when you get married, everything's exciting for the first few months, and then things become a bit ordinary. This is the honeymoon phase. So we can even use this in everyday English. Oh, I don't love my partner anymore, or life's becoming boring. Ah, the honeymoon phase is finishing, don't worry. Now, if you have any questions about this vocabulary, my friends, please ask in the comment section below. Please give a thumbs up, and as usual, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. Let's go to the next section, number 3, which is even more interesting, I think. See you in a minute. Goodbye.